The CDC puts out new guidance for people who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. This is KOAM News at 6. That guidance had been long awaited. KOAM's Zach Dodge has details and what a few local doctors think.
I think it's great. It's a new start.
New guidance from the CDC potentially signifying a big step towards the end of the pandemic.
I think that it's definitely on the road to the light at the end of the tunnel.
The CDC says people who are fully vaccinated can gather with other fully vaccinated people indoors without wearing a mask or social distancing. It's the same for vaccinated people visiting someone considered low risk for severe COVID-19, such as healthy children. Dr. Eden Niscara, an infectious disease specialist with Mercy Hospital, says it's a good step towards getting back to normal.
Everybody is so anxious to open up, and that's understandable. It's been a year since we were in lockdown, and so we have to slowly try to get back to normal.
Dr. Rob McNabb, head of the COVID unit at Freeman Hospital, says it makes sense and is a good balance between lightening the load on people who are burned out while also preventing the spread of the disease. But that it could also be too soon.
We were only talking about this from a safety perspective. I think that continuing on as we have until we reach that herd immunity would probably be the most long-term benefit for all of us.
But that leaves the question, how does someone who's vaccinated know that everyone they're with is also vaccinated? Dr. McNabb says there wouldn't really be any way to in a very large gathering, so keeping it small is still the way to go.
Remember, a worst-case scenario is that a person who's vaccinated does acquire the virus, sheds it asymptomatically, but because they don't have symptoms, they're not paying that much attention to who they're exposing. And so that's what the CDC didn't change. And, they said, look, large group gatherings is really not something that we would consider safe at this point.
In Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Now, the CDC considers someone fully vaccinated 2 weeks after they received the last required dose of vaccine. The CDC also recommends that vaccinated people get tested if they start to develop symptoms that could be attributed to COVID-19.